Why, hello, fellow dragons and everyone and all the like. It is I, the Dragon Lover 95 here with another streaming of Pokemon. Wait for it. Pokemon Shield. And joining with me is a old familiar comrade. Oh, let me basically turn it down a bit.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself.
I'm Shadow Harvester, and I'm back. Yeah, it's probably been a while since this channel's seen me, but
Yes.
I've been
In
dealing with
fact,
my computer issues and whatnot.
yes. Now, when you basically last saw me and such, well, yesterday, you see that I basically had, well, some things to do and in the wild area and such. But for the time being, I sort of got a little carried away and I ended up, well, having Randall evolve and such. And by random trade, I got a Charmander. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that kind of stuff. Always worth. I mean, who knows? You might end up getting something interesting. Well, I'm
Yeah.
basically going on ahead and such because I do not wish to basically be trampled or at least be caught by a specific Pokemon. I'm not risking it. Oh boy.
Oh yeah. Early in the game, the wild area can be a little pain.
Yes, if you're not careful.
I
But I'm
mean,
still
there's times
surprised I
where
took down an Onyx.
there are some Pokemon you can one-shot if you have a certain Pokemon.
Yes. And for people who are coming in, welcome.
But I also played. I did play Shield because I have both Shield and Sword, and
Hmm.
I was trying to get the exclusive Pokemon, like the Galarian Corsola and Ponyta.
I see. And also, well, Mr. Plushy Man, this is Pokemon Shield. As in, Pokemon here, we were in the wild area and they were able to pretty much roam around and such.
Mm-hmm.
We're into the city.
Now,
Wild areas, man.
a lot of people hate Shield and Sword story because it drags on for a long time compared to the old games. It did it.
Uh,
It did it. It did it in certain parts, but like in the beginning, it was pretty fast.
yes. Oh yeah, green league cards. Oh boy. Also, yes, yes it is in Sword and Shield with the Yamper. And also, hi Sonic Dub. Hellos. Now, as I basically will have a team set up and such, I will basically swap around and such. That kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
There's a lot of
Shadow
stuff
still.
I when I did. There's a lot of stuff that I did when I did Sword that I did wrong that I shouldn't have did, and
I don't really mind.
but I really don't give the old Pokemon a chance either sometimes because I strictly stay to the newer Pokemon. Minus the wild area captures, but still.
Understanding. The crazy things you can find.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's hard to watch a lot of people play Pokemon playthroughs because they're always talking about their love interests of the characters and stuff like that.
Especially with shall we say, Nuzlocks that kind of become rather
Oh,
ridiculous.
oh yeah. I mean, I tried it out to see what it's like. I had fun, but basically, you try to get attached to a Pokemon that dies. I understand. It's like being a kid again, and like your dog or your cat ran away or passed away, and it.
Yeah.
But I'm not like a big Nuzlocke person. I am obsessed with 100%ing stuff because there's some endings like Donkey Kong Country games and stuff had like secret endings.
Hmm. I will pretty much give credit that this game is just very, very big. It feels very big.
Oh yeah,
Especially with the Pokemon size.
because I remember when X and Y first came out, I'm like, oh my gosh, 3D Pokemon,
Yeah.
not just limited to like Pokemon Stadium and the Snap games.
Hmm.
And despite everybody having little mixed reactions to the Diamond and Pearl remakes, I hope it improves when Black and White ever gets remade.
Would be interesting to see how that goes.
I am glad for the trainer customization stuff because I didn't like the outfit for the male characters in the beginning of this game.
I don't really have pigtail. I don't really, a pixie cut. Uh, well, I will pretty much say that my hair is a little bit on the it's I sort of make it look like this.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
that
the
it's kind
thing
of grown a
with,
bit.
with some customization. I tend to try to make myself look the same if I can. Though for Sword, the hair I chose kind of it looks similar to like Professor Sycamore from X and Y.
Thankfully, it's not a mystery like it was in Sun and Moon.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm actually looking more proper.
Yep, that's progress.
You just want to. The only thing what the heck is this place? Oh, it's a cat. Oh, it's the
Yes, the
cafe
cafe.
thing.
You get some stuff. I didn't do much of the like the the stores and stuff in mine. I just ran, caught stuff and did the story most of the time.
I mean, it's understanding.
I mean, there is. I think it was either when because I did reset my game at one point because I wasn't satisfied, and I think I did. It was either the original or the remake where I did this cafe.
Well, that certainly went well as expected.
Oh yeah, it's better than later in the game when you get the I forget the move. I forget the item. But it helps Galarian Yamask evolve better, and
Ah,
you almost get like one shotted by a level 2 Pokemon.
ow. What? Oh, focus energy. Okay. Okay.
But the thing with Pokemon's Shield that I encountered when I did my team and stuff, a lot of the Pokemon I caught learn Headbutt.
Also, in case if you were curious and such, I just nicknamed this Charmander, well, Riella, because back then I actually did pretty much do that before good old Firecat basically became that new persona.
Oh yeah. Eh. Nicknames are nicknames. Sometimes they're a pain in the butt to come up with the perfect name.
Ain't that the truth?
And I'm not like the people that just name everything after a meme.
Yeah. If there's something I don't really, if there's something I have a pet peeve when it comes to, well, Nuzlocke videos, is that they're practically almost the exact same. Because they don't really sound like they were very emotional or something, but rather calculus or something.
I
Like,
can understand that.
hey, thanks for the, hey, that's for the item, Leon. Funnily enough, Randall is way more on special attack, while Riella is basically more physical, though I think he's
Oh
a
yeah.
bit balanced.
Because my sword team was a lot more powerful than my shield team,
Must be the choices, huh?
but I spent more time with my sword team off screen as well. So
Oh, hi, Hop. Yes, yes, I made it. Yeah, yeah, I'll join in. I'll join in. Yup, I got an extra ball to add to my collection. Have you ever
everybody
designed your
sure
league
liked the
card?
ball guy though in this. I think I did, and then I just didn't bother showing it. Because that's one thing I did in my playthrough where I didn't hardly show the cards. I got the card. I got like all the rare ones and stuff, but I never showed them off.
I mean, I kind of did, sorta, and also,
Because there's a lot of secret stuff in this game as well.
uh, yes, Pokemon is pretty popular. It still is.
Especially in Japan.
Yes, I
That's
don't
the
have a
thing.
problem with it.
That's the thing, though. Either do I, but like most Americans are like all fussy when it comes to games. Where like the other world countries love everything, whether it's the music or like the cuteness aspect. Where every American just wants Dragon Ball Z fighting anime.
well, I mean, look at how I am. I basically am not like that. I'm perfectly
I'm
content
probably
with what I gain.
I'm one of the few people that will still watch the anime for Pokemon because Pokemon's been a special place in my heart, and when I'm sad or depressed, Pokemon's there to cheer me up.
Yeah, heck, some of these games that have been now recent, they've been feeling more and more like similar in the anime department.
Oh yeah, And there's a lot of people that are also doing like those challenges where they just like play as Ash's Pokemon and nothing else. And the anime did help me pronounce some Pokemon's names.
Yes. Like how some basically.
Like Duraludon. I used to call it Duraludon or something when it first came out.
Oh. Probably because some things that are going on with either the fan base or the game or the
It's
company. I don't know.
mostly the fan base and Twitter. The memes are turning
Yeah,
Sonic sour.
which does kill. And oh hey, I didn't really think Marnie was in this town. When wow. Okay, that's interesting. So
Then
you
again,
actually see your rivals in here before you actually do get a
yeah,
chance to properly meet them.
I didn't pay
That's
attention to
neat.
that either because I
It's
didn't
a
pay
little more
attention
attention to
half the time.
detail when you. It's a little more attention to detail when you replay.
Yeah, it is. And
Also,
especially with
probably
like
the most
Sonic,
fresh.
I'm one of the.
You go.
You can go ahead.
Okay.
Mine's not that
The one.
important.
Okay. The one thing I will say that I really didn't like was that freaking Minchino side quest where you had to find the freaking cleaning Pokemon, and it was in a fountain that I couldn't properly whistle at. It was embarrassing to say the least.
I can see what you mean there. But like I was gonna say with like Sonic, I'm not like the fan base. There are games that people complain about all the time that I actually like. I had fun playing Shadow. I had fun playing Riders.
I played Zero Gravity and that was fine. Heck,
I didn't.
it was my time playing Knights too.
I didn't have a
Surprisingly.
problem. I didn't have a problem playing Free Riders. I just don't care for the voice acting, and I overdid it, and I hurt my leg.
Ouch. Understandably so, and also characters that they don't really feel like themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ever since Colors and stuff, and I mean the fans are the fans I definitely don't like because these are the same people who complained about the tornado going from red to blue and Sonic's eye color.
That's minor.
And the glitches may be a pain in the butt for some people, but I've went through more glitches in Mario 64 and Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 than I did any of the other games.
Yeah, I can't say I blame you.
Especially that damn elevator and final egg in Sonic Adventure.
Ouch. Sounds like a real piece of work if you ask me. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, why not plain hopscotch of sort? This just feels a lot more lively than usual.
Oh yeah.
And if there is something I will say is things that are in the current Sonic comics.
I haven't read I haven't read the IUDW stuff.
Trust me, you're better off avoiding it because there are points of references to like certain memes or even to, well, let's just say things that don't really work or characters being out of character, aka probably the biggest one, Shadow.
Makes sense.
Seriously, and Team Dark is no longer a thing. Hello? Have you guys forgotten Heroes?
I know Heroes had one of the. I did like Heroes' characters. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of my artwork at that time that I've never shown off. It was basically Heroes and like Riders, team like stuff.
Heck, it actually showed that certain characters were capable of defending themselves and can actually fight.
Hmm.
Unlike now games. I will pretty much say this music is pretty lit.
Oh yeah,
It works.
it does. I definitely like the stuff that they did during the Eternatus stuff.
Yeah.
And even though that it was not much of a music, I did like the uh the music that plays during the Marco Cosmos, basically the area that you have to go into in Hammerlock. And then like some of the secret cutscenes that play in this, where you have to do a bit of grinding for like watts and whatnot. It plays like a old song from like the old days, which I
I
believe is the Route
see.
One. I believe it's the Route One music from Red and Blue.
Yeah. Heck, with the legendary birds, you can actually it's actually the music they use is practically from the original.
Yeah,
It,
there's some remixes in certain games. You just gotta listen close enough.
oh, that's ironic.
There's Team Yell.
Yes.
That didn't do much, but I mean, when you get to like Spike Mode, is probably the most progress they did.
Yes. I mean, I know a friend of mine mentions that Team Skull was rather cringy to them, which I don't really blame them, but hey, they're doing their own thing. They're vibing.
Most people like their leader more than they did the grunts.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm pretty sure, like, everybody liked Giovanni. Everybody liked Cyrus from Diamond and Pearl. I kind of found him boring, but that's just me.
Yeah, I don't blame
But
you. I mean, I actually pretty much prefer I actually prefer the admins actually. They were
yeah,
far more interesting than Cyrus.
yeah. I mean, I'm probably one of the few people that I liked. Like, Team Plasma were kind of boring. I kind of like Lysander, but I didn't care for his team.
Yeah, they were practically boring, and some say that game is like the equivalency of the Holocaust and such. And I'm just like, why would you guys make that comparison in a game like that? But now I see it, and it's just like, okay,
Well,
not
it
gonna
makes
make any
sense
jokes
because
about that.
like the whole Yveltal thing, and
If turn
where it basically
Xerneas.
kills people, and then Zygarde, which literally destroyed the heck out of Lysander in the anime.
Hmm. Also, can I just say that the female grunts here, they actually look more like skinny guys. Actually, that's what they
They
look
do.
more like.
I'm like, oh my
They,
gosh, are these just some weird like feminine guys when I first played it?
and there are people that really don't like the shall we say, the bonding time with your Pokemon because it'll make it very game breaking and such.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you do you, but don't bash it.
No,
I basically find those fun.
I mean, just because I don't understand certain parts of a thing doesn't mean I'm going to judge it.
Yeah,
Because I had trouble doing the cooking thing.
I know what you mean. And also, thanks, Hop. It wasn't really necessary, but thanks. I will admit, using the Galarian Zigzagoon was actually a pretty fun time.
Oh yeah,
It really gave me a lot of good items. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the grunts were pretty easy, but it makes sense too. Because at least in the old games, like I will give Team Rocket that their poison types would literally screw you over, especially in like Nuzlocke. Because you get poisoned in like Mount Moon,
Yeah.
you're not getting back unless you have like a decent item.
Hmm. Can I also just pretty much just say that at least have you pretty much noticed that the in Sun and Moon the Team Skull grunts their hairs are the equivalency of Sonic and Amy's color scheme, blue and pink.
Oh, yeah. I think that's like the whole rock and roll gothy look in most parts, but
I guess.
because lately I've seen a lot of girls with either blue or pink hair.
Yeah, I guess. But if there's someone who pulls it off pretty well, is Lance.
Oh yeah,
And also Riella, but then again, that's more of a gothic material thing.
true. Just because a character has dark clothing doesn't mean it's edgy or whatever.
It's a style, man.
And people say Shadow's edgy, but really, you have a gun. It doesn't really make you edgy. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, look at Resident Evil. They basically have guns and such, yet you don't see that happening.
or all the people that just like randomly shooting guns in real life.
Now, if there's something that I pretty much see a lot with Nuzlocke is that I don't really like the them basically milking platinum. Platinum is by far one of
Oh
the
yeah.
few difficult Pokemon games, and for very good reasons. There are minimal types of Pokemon you can use.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's very unbalanced too, especially
Oh
with
yeah.
Cynthia.
Everybody just likes Cynthia, which I don't understand why. I get it. She's a girl. She's the champion. She has a guard chomp. She's not really that special.
Exactly.
And then of course,
Especially with the team.
don't get started with all the people who
Yeah, like
love they, they love the heck out of Sonya in Sword and Shield.
You know, it's funny. They basically like these sort of female characters, yet look at female trainers. You don't see them return to Pokemon games.
And it's also sad because if you play like a game and you see a bunch of female characters playing, it's usually a guy playing as a girl.
Yes.
I'm not gonna judge because there's some games like Metroid and stuff where you're supposed to play as a girl.
Which is
But
completely understanding. And also, where the heck am I supposed to go, honestly? It's been a while.
I believe you can go to the next route.
Oh, joy. Enjoy, everyone, because I said there's shenanigans in the title for a reason.
I did the same thing, especially in the champion town.
I definitely remember during my Balan Wonderworld Let's Play and such that I had trouble on the second stage, mainly the first act, where I couldn't find the friggin' switch in the first
I had a little
location.
trouble fighting the second boss. Yeah, I had trouble. I had trouble with the switches as well, but
The type of boss I had trouble with a lot was mainly well, of annoyance was that freaking insect boss.
Mine would probably have been the bat.
Oh yeah, sometimes these bosses can be tricky if you don't know what you're doing, especially when you're trying to get 3
Oh yeah,
trophies.
and I get yes, which I ended up getting lucky during the paint boss.
I didn't even know how to properly use the paint costume. I didn't realize it was a range kind of weapon. So yeah, that's embarrassing for me.
Hmm. And then no, what was embarrassing for me is when I beat Lance and he fell right on top of me
Ow.
in his dragon form.
Yeah, I basically didn't realize he could fall on you like that. It was just like, whoa!
And
It's
then I
like,
had trouble getting up. I had trouble getting up to get the last hit.
considering that he crushed you, and so it's like,
Yeah,
Lance, are you okay?
but
To
yeah,
be honest, seeing that final boss was actually really surprising.
it was. Dragon
And
bosses are
honestly,
fun to fight.
yes, and I liked it. It just showed that Lance was even more intimidating than he
Hmm.
actually let on.
Oh, yeah.
And I honestly don't regret it.
And I still gotta finish that game with the
I
post
know.
game stuff. I have so much trouble because I have way too many of the Tims to unlock the
The
special
freaking
Tim.
battling costume.
Yes.
Gosh, when I basically switch out my costume when I switch out my outfit for a better one, it will definitely be for the better.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for me dawdling around, everyone. I just haven't played this in a while.
That's RPGs for you. I'm gonna be awful when I ever get to play Golden Sun again.
Ah, yep. I mean, I will admit, this is still pretty interesting.
All right.
They really upped their game with this.
Yes, they did. Especially this scene because you don't really see the gym leaders interacting together in the games.
I'm sorry for maybe like a few things. I think it would be during when, um, I guess my closest would be is uh, black and white.
I don't think I paid attention a lot in Black and White's story. Not that it's not bad or anything. It's just I wasn't paying attention to the story at that time.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I don't think I started paying attention to the stories and games until like I made a YouTube channel. Really.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
Mr. No Nos.
But yet, especially at the end of this game, there's a thing called the Galarian Star Tournament. There's a lot of dialogue between some of these trainers and the gym leaders.
Hmm.
And there's the creepy old lady.
Yes. Oh gosh, I remember fighting that.
Because ironically, in Sword, I didn't have much of a problem with a lot of these gym leaders. I mean, some of them may have made me look like a chump. In Shield, the only two that gave me any trouble were Nessa, because for some reason her Dreadnought kept one-shotting my team in his
Ouch.
Gigantamax form, and then Raihan's Sandaconda and Gigalith.
Yeah, Drelodon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely one who gave me a lot of trouble, I'd say, is the Ice Gym. Ugh.
That was actually pretty fun, even though I used Cinderace as my main Pokemon for Shield,
Hmm.
because I don't care for Grookey.
I'm a Sobble goer.
Yep, me too. But if I had to choose a second Galarian starter, it'd be Cinderace.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm the polar opposite. I mean,
I don't blame
look.
you because
Hmm.
I did the same thing with Diamond and Pearl because my second is Chimchar. So
Um, Speaking of which, did you know that Score Bunny is the fastest to become Rule 34 bait?
I did not need to know that, but I see.
Yes, exactly. And
That's one
Sobble
of
is the least.
that's one of the like few things I hate about Gardevoir.
Yes, and Lompany,
That
and
Lopunny,
Gothitelle.
at least they have an interesting design. Gardevoir is just And I had a really bad time playing as Gardevoir in Pokemon Unite because people kept stealing the points that I wanted to use to evolve, and Curlia and Ralts don't do much.
uh, where am I supposed to be heading to? Is it basically up to
You're
Route 3?
supposed okay. You're in Motosto. Yes,
Yes.
Route 3. Yes. And I know this because this is where I had fun because when I seen Sizzlepede, I'm like I need to have one.
I don't blame you. It is a pretty
And the only way
cool.
yeah, you can get one in Route 3. You just need like a Growlithe or a Vulpix that knows like Flash Fire because it makes it. I guess it's easier to capture, but or you can just wait until the third gym and catch one, which works if you're doing like a Nuzlocke or something. But
I know for me, I mostly do what I could.
mm-hmm. To be fair though, with how this game is set up, you're gonna evolve your starter Pokemon by the time you get to the first gym.
And the thing is, I'm not sure if this Charmander will basically obey or not. Only one way to find out. I will be
Depends on
switching around team members and such.
That's the one thing though that I take from the anime where like when Ash would go to another region, he would change his Pokemon up to fit that region.
Yep.
I would do the same thing basically, where I stick to that region's Pokemon. I wish I could remember some of my old teams. I can't remember my original like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, or Sinnoh teams.
Thanks for the card. Hmm. I know when I first played this, I kind of had a guide of sort to help.
Oh yeah, I did the same thing, especially with like the Pokemon I wanted to capture and to evolve as well.
I mean, yes, make sure it made sense.
I mean, there's some evolutions that are just odd. I mean, look at Inkay evolving into Malamar from X and Y, where you had to turn the thing upside down.
Understandably so.
And I think it's the same in this game. You have to turn the little joy or the little screen switch screen, or you can just find a Malamar in the wild area.
Yeah.
That's the one thing in this game. They made the evolution stones and the the trading Pokemon easier to find. Yep.
I'm just gonna be catching some wild ones just to see if anybody wants to trade per se. You know, that sort of shebang.
But, oh yeah, that's a lot of things I did as well. There's a lot of Pokemon I caught off screen. That I'm like, if I trade, maybe I'll. Even though I'm one of the few people that seem to buy the double pack of this game. I mean, there's a lot of other people that have, not just me. But also,
Yep.
ironically, I did buy a Sobble plush when the game came out as well. So,
Aw, that's cute.
and then I got a Score Bunny a few months after. Goodbye, Machop.
Barboach. Interesting.
Yep. I actually used a Wish Cache on my Alpha Sapphire team because I was too lazy to try to get melodic.
I don't blame you.
My Alpha Sapphire team was just weird because it was like Pokemon that no one would actually use. I had like Kecleon, that Survivor, Wish Cache, and I forget the other one. I had the shiny Metagross from the event at that point.
Ah.
It comes out as a Beldum, but it made it easier to evolve because the Beldum line is a pain in the butt to evolve late in the game sometimes, especially in the old games. Well, to be fair, in the old games, you had to wait till you beat the champion.
That makes sense.
And I forget the other. I forget the other one in this starter. It was obviously Sceptile.
Hmm.
And I was probably the only person that played Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon with a Togedemaru.
How did that go?
It was all right. Necrozma was a pain, but
I mean, who wouldn't?
oh yeah.
Alrighty then. Whoa.
These trainers do have some good eyesight compared to the other games.
Yeah, where they just can't seem to notice.
Oh yeah. No, there's like times where I'm like, I'm not even close to the trainer, and then they saw me.
Yep. Also, it's kind of funny that now Charmander can learn Dragon Breath, even though that was like an egg move
Oh yeah.
before.
I mean, Magikarp can learn Hydro Pump now, so
Yes. Did you know that if you
I
breed
never
a
had.
Salamence and Gyarados?
I never had the problem with leveling up Magikarp in the old days.
Yeah, me neither. It just takes time and patience.
Oh yeah, mine usually evolved right before I fought Lieutenant Surge in the original game.
Oh boy, oh boy.
And you want time and patience. I was playing Pokemon Yellow as a kid, and I got a level 100 Pikachu. So,
Oh boy, I'm getting some. Oh boy, I'm getting some doggos after me. And yes, Zigzagoon is based on the Tanuki, which is a type of dog.
I never gave the Zigzagoon line a lot of respect back in Hoenn. I was always the Poochyena Mightyena type of person. I like Zigzagoon, I like Linoon, and I like Obstagoon.
Okay. Someone just gave me a level 60 Mawile.
Oh yeah, you can get some pretty weird and interesting Pokemon from
Yeah, no
these.
kidding. Including,
I
like,
did
say,
that.
shinies or legendaries, that stuff.
I've never got lucky to do that. I have Pokemon Home, and I've done some stuff, and I got a lot of I got a French Skrelp, I got a lot of Japanese Pokemon,
Same.
and I'm tempted to try to see if I can get any shinies because there's some shinies I like. I got a lot of them in Pokemon Go.
Rather dumb idea to basically have me have my starter out. My other starter.
Oh yeah.
And voila.
Charmander's evolving. I kind of wish Charizard had Charmeleon's color scheme.
Yeah, it's a bit more reddish.
Yes. I do like the shiny Charizard, which is like black and red.
Yeah. Did you know that in the older games it was basically purple and green?
I don't think I
Yeah,
even knew that.
it actually was. It's interesting of what you can learn.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I should know because I've looked a lot of stuff up on Google since YouTube.
A ride on.
Too bad it doesn't have the protector. Then you get a Rhyperior.
I mean, we don't know. But
But
hey,
you can easily catch one of those in the wild area.
yes, I know.
That's the one thing the younger
It,
me would always like the
it had a
traded
protector.
Pokemon.
It had a protector on it.
Oh man.
What is this? What is
Surprising.
this? Oh
Diamond and Pearl,
wow.
I definitely like the Pokemon that could be traded to evolve. I loved in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum because I always had the trouble
Oh.
of because in Platinum, I wanted to put Meg Mortar and Electivire on my team.
Ah, boy. There's the magic card.
That's probably the luckiest thing you could get in a trade.
What? Magikarp!
I'm
Look at him
surprised.
go!
Jeez, I can't do that in real life with a ball. You got hands, Charmeleon.
Oop, oop.
There goes Magikarp for the
Ah. Okay.
That's another cool thing about this game. Your Pokemon can get like nicknames. Because I know for the longest point, I didn't understand why my Frostmoth had like a peckish thing in its name every time I got sent out. And I think it's because I refused to feed some of my Pokemon, which is kind of cruel, but I
It's
didn't
okay.
constantly. I didn't keep clicking the camping stuff.
Okay,
And
so I know I know last time I did the spice stuff. So why don't you choose this time?
all right,
There's
let me
beans,
see the.
fried food, mixed mushrooms. I'm sure you can recognize
I
the
can.
image.
I'm also a little cook at heart, but
Who isn't?
let's let's do the that thing above the burger. Yes, that
The pungent
that
root.
that
It
might
looks
not
like
be
a
a
it looks like
that
a
might not
carrot
be
of
the most
sorts.
it might not be the most appetizing thing in the world, but hey,
Okay.
because I know usually when I go out and have something decent, I'm either a steak or a burger type of person. This game did one thing. It made me want to try curry.
That's a plus.
I don't know. I don't know any
This is
places
gonna be some
around me.
interesting This is gonna be an interesting ingredients, I tell.
Oh yes, yes.
I actually like using the
It's an interesting gimmick. You never expect to use like a little fan thing for to wave the flames.
well, I will give you a good. Well, I will say it will give you a workout and such. I feel like I'm playing Cookie Mama all over again. Woo! Wow! It's an herb.
Yep. At least the Pokemon are getting something nutritious.
Yep. It's funny when you get random campers show up and they'll bring in like their legendaries or something.
Oh yeah. Yep. Especially the people that have already beaten the game while you're still on your journey. I could do that myself because I'm literally standing by a tree in the wild area.
Yeah, which is pretty funny.
Because I got a lot of legendaries, especially in Sword. thanks to the Crown Tundra.
That stuff is bound to basically find some good stuff. Wow! I get chased by
Hmm.
Growlithe a lot.
It took a while, but I did get lucky against Zygarde because I managed to beat it without it transforming into its 100% form. It took a while, but it's
Oh.
still worth it in the end.
Never have a grass go up against a fire type.
Nope.
Like so.
Hmm.
I also don't really get why certain people just do a challenge of unevolved Pokemon. Like the
They want,
starters.
yeah, they want to see how far they can get in certain.
I mean, I know for a fact there are things in the anime and such, but for me,
That's mostly where it's from, I'm sure.
I mean, if there's anything I won't basically be doing is basically not evolving my own Gabite to a full on Garchomp because I find it a
Oh,
little more appealing. Plus, Garchomp is overrated. Why not give love to Gabite?
oh yeah. I don't use many of yeah, the so-called pseudo legendaries. I think the last two I used were Gudra and Hexorus.
Hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, when I first tried out a Hydreigon, oh boy, it was a beast.
Because I think when I was a kid, when I played like the Johto games, the original ones, not the remakes, I had a Pupitar, but I don't think I ever went and made it a Tyranitar because I was a weird kid.
I found the tree.
Yep.
So,
If it starts shaking, run away, or else someone will steal your berries.
don't worry. Beat up.
No one likes to see their Pokemon get beaten up.
That is Team Skull's sort of move.
Oh yeah, especially in the anime. There was a Primarina that got beaten by Glycopod really badly
Ah,
in the Pokemon League. It was Lana, the water lady.
ouch.
Yep.
Hmm. I know that the Pokemon Let's Go games are definitely are unique in their own way.
They're unique, and the control can be a little new in the beginning, but they're fun. I
I
tried
never.
playing. I did try playing Eevee a little. I didn't get far. I believe I beat Brock, and that's as far as I got. Well, no, I'm at the end of Mount Moon. I did end up getting a shiny Clefairy, which was actually the highlight of that.
Ah,
which is surprising because that's technically the first shiny I've ever got that isn't story event driven. I did record it, but I deleted the recording because that was weird.
Ouch.
That's what I get for trying to record my gameplay stuff of Sword and Unite. And I basically changed my mind at the last second, and I'm trying to work my way to doing it. I said I was done with Sword, but there's at least 2 episodes that I need to record. One of the Galarian Star Tournament, and the other one, if I can ever finish collecting every Pokemon in the Pokedex. And since I got Pokemon Home, I'm covered with the Shield exclusives.
By the way, I'm not sure if you know this, but tomorrow is going to be my birthday.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Yep. Delibird gave me a present and it healed.
Yes, that. Oh, usually they explode.
It's very much gimmicky.
Yeah, it is. It's the game of chance.
Oh.
I also need to plan my Halloween video. I don't know if I'll do one though, but I'm not sure.
Oh my god. Starter Pokemon. Oh my god. Where's these Pokemon?
Yep.
Where'd that Willow go?
Yep.
Stuffle got it. Oh my god. Wow. I'm surprised he's not gonna eat the he's not gonna eat it.
No.
Because usually Bounce Sweet is a type of Pokemon that most much larger ones would try to eat. I bet you didn't know that.
I probably didn't. I don't think I've never used a bounce weight. I do have a Sarina in Sword that I got in the wild area. That's another thing I don't hardly do. I don't pay attention to the Pokedex.
That Oddish is really going.
Oh yeah. Some of these Pokemon that are only just legs, no arms. I'm surprised you could bring that ball back because it's not in its mouth or anything.
Wow. That's Stuffle.
Mm-hmm. I kind of find Beware overrated myself, but
Like how in a way?
most if I'm gonna bring this up as usual, but I'm comparing it towards the anime where everybody thought it was like over dramatic and it would do like the craziest things when Team Rocket would blast off, and it was like super overpowered and whatnot. But that's the problem. I'm all obsessed with like the snake, reptilian, dragon type Pokemon, and the dinosaur like ones.
I know what you mean.
I mean, as a kid, I probably would have been adorable to see, our Stuffle. I mean, to be fair, Wooloo, I can't help but fall in love with its cuteness.
Hmm. You gained no experience.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Wait, this was a level 61, right?
Dang, you can one shot the game if it would listen.
Solid rock. Alright. Thanks, whoever gave this to me. Hmm.
And there's Sizzlepede.
Okay, this doesn't really make sense. How the heck could a centipede like that actually even do any damage to something a little bigger?
I mean, it's I don't know, it's nature though, but there are some small things that do take advantage of their size.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Hmm. Um, what exactly did you mostly liked about going through the Galar region?
Well, at first it was basically new region, new experience, and then I fell in love with some Pokemon that I didn't 100% expect to like.
That's the fun thing about experiencing with new Pokemon you were
Exactly.
not expecting to try and gave it a shot. I mean, for crying out loud, I basically like the
I
Galarian Zigzagoon line.
I did too, and I liked Runagrius as well, which was Galarian Yamask of all form.
It is always
And it's the
interesting to
same with
see.
like and it's also one of the most I guess most more praised thing about the new Legend of Arceus or Arceus as most people call it, with
It is looking very
the new
appealing, especially with the
their
new region, new. New types of
Yeah, the new
Pokemon.
regional forms. I'm kind of actually excited for Cleaver, which is I guess the new Scyther form.
Oh boy. And also the Basculin.
Yes, yes, I like that one too. Statler just reminds me of the Frost Fairy costume from Balin.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. Also, this place here, I actually got lost in it a bit. It's just like, where am I going?
Oh yeah. No, at first I didn't know how to like catch the cart coal that was on the rail. You just have to like you have to have the bike or you have to be like really fast. But luckily you can catch a roly poly outside.
Yep.
Hmm.
Seriously, this place is big, but also really neat.
It it's not as big as most of like the tunnels and the caves and stuff.
Ooh, Rock Blast. Yeah, I mean, if you have like a rock Pokemon or something, make use of this.
Hmm. And rock Pokemon will come in handy if you decide to use that for the third gym, but everybody just uses the water typing against fire, so
I like how the lighting also affects the environmental battles.
it does. I'm a
These are
sucker for all these like shiny crystal gemstones. Makes me think of like the whole Simon Says thing from Donkey Kong Country 3, where you the banana bird caves where it had all the crystals and stuff.
a hard rock in case anybody wanted that. At least there are no Zubats, and there are no
No,
Pokemon popping up at you, which
that's
I'll be honest was
they
annoying.
put that in the DLC
Ooh,
because there's a lot of Woobats and Zubats and Zoo or Golbats in the Ground Tundra and the Isle of Armor caves.
and so many fossils.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised they actually gave the fossils more love. And that's another
Yes,
thing.
because
And that's another thing about going through Galar. I didn't expect to like the newer hybrid fossils that everybody thinks are abominations.
eh, once you start to get used to them, they start to grow on you.
Oh yeah, everybody likes Dracovish though.
Yeah, because it's a very much a very popular one to use.
Yep, and of course because of that, they gave Ash it in the anime,
Yep.
which has a really weird Japanese voice.
What did it sound like?
It's like or something like that.
Arr,
I can't do
arr,
the I can't do
arr,
I can't do the voice. If I can, I'll find it on my phone.
arr.
It it's gonna be different in the English dub than it is in the Japanese though. So,
Yes. Hmm.
but yeah, if you can hear this, this is basically it.
Hang on. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, in the it's
That's
just weird.
hilarious.
And of course, I like how most of my Shield team was female Pokemon except Dracovish.
Because it's genderless.
Yep.
Rawr, 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 rawr.
And of course, for some reason, I didn't expect to use it, but I like to use Cursula for some reason.
Huh. Heavy duty boots.
Oh
Never
yeah, you
found
need
use
those
for that.
you need them in this cave. It's a good thing the workers are wearing hard hats.
I guess I could give them to Riella. Hey, he already has boots. If there's something I don't
Maybe
get is that people honestly think that Riella doesn't wear boots when in actuality he and Knights actually do wear boots.
I can see that.
Alright, let's go with the Draco Malfoy of this game. I wish I'd be
Oh yeah.
joking, but I'm not. Though you can't hard to admit, he's got a good battle theme.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, Pokemon, if you play it right, are pushovers.
Nope, nope, nope. special attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Funny how I have two villains in my party.
Hey.
Yeah, Randall from Monsters Inc. and Riella from Knights. Who'd have thought? Bye bye. Yeah, right. That went better smoothly.
Yep.
He's looking for wish stars and such. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's a little step up compared to the one track note rival from Gen 1.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll give him credit for that.
I mean, some of the rivals got a little annoying in later gens.
Really depends on the typing, that is.
I mean, I never gave respect to like Barry, How, or Hop, but that's just me.
Really depends on the type.
The more, to be fair, Blue wasn't really stuck up. He was just a little immature. Silver was the stuck up one.
Yep. Boy
But he
had
has,
daddy issues.
yep, daddy issues all the way.
Ah, electric. I'm basically building my team to be a reptilian team, which honestly I have yet to capture any other reptiles.
Yeah. And most of them are either in the mid to late game.
Yep. I'm getting hunted down by wolves.
Oh boy. I feel sorry because I didn't give much like I didn't give much thought when I used an electrike back in Hoenn when I was a kid.
It's actually a really good Pokemon. It's a really
I
good
Because when I played Sapphire and Ruby, I used one. I just didn't care for it after it evolved. Because I was always a fan of like dogs and stuff.
hmm.
I forget who I think I traded it out for Swellot, which is Gulpin's full evolved form. Which is basically the Hoenn Muck.
And ah boy. I was spotted.
But if Manectric was like green, maybe I would have used it more.
something that really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Both basically that be with the Johto games. That be is they're just an extension of Kanto, and yet you can't get certain Johto Pokemon that should have been in their rightful regions, like Houndour or Murkrow.
Unless you have like the old cable links. Yeah.
It's still ridiculous. Ah,
I'm actually surprised out of all the Galarian forms they chose Meowth.
yeah. Funnily enough, Meowth has the most when it comes to the Kanto Pokemon to actually get a variation.
Mm-hmm.
More than Pikachu.
Pikachu gets all the clones.
Yes. I know you can get like a Meowth, honestly, in this. Like, say, the low Meowth.
Yeah.
It's
There's
still.
like I think there's like people who you can trade with and whatnot, and you get some of the regular formed. There's a guy you have to. It's a tedious thing, but I believe you have in the Isle of Armor. You have to do a Diglett mission where you have to collect all these Diglett, and then the guy gives you a reward, or which is a bunch of random Pokemon, and most of them are like the Kanto or the original things of some Galarian.
Yes.
I'm also surprised though Slowpoke got a Galarian form.
What? It's like, Psycho Taxes. Okay. That's hilarious. A Viking Meowth.
Yep, and of course I named mine after Gilius Thunderhead from Golden Axe. I was gonna name it Fuzzy because it's all, but I'm like, nope, I'm gonna call it after this guy from Golden Axe.
Because he does have the beard.
Yep.
I know I'm basically gonna uh make Pokemon basically around both Knight, Balin, and Lance. And I've already picked out at least a few types that would actually be fitting.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh, oh boy, that's a problem. Yep, I knew there was a point where a traded Pokemon would act this way.
Yeah,
Okay, Riella, you're gonna have to go in the box later.
that should change once you get like a badge.
Ah.
That's one thing though that I'm surprised I did in my playthrough of Sword is I spent most of the beginning with Butterfree because it just reminded me of some guy's nickname from the place I worked at.
Really now?
Because his last name is Butterworth. And people would just make butter and pancake references and to piss him off.
I get it.
And I'd always call him Butterfree. And he does play Pokemon, so. And he's the one that told me about the Gen remakes for Gen 4.
Wow.
Because I'm like, about time. But luckily, I did find emulators of the old Pokemon games, so I can probably play them finally. Unless Nintendo ever releases red, blue, and yellow, and maybe silver, gold, and crystal on the Switch.
Funnily enough, why do I think Jackal could use this version of Meow for something? And
I can see it.
oh my god! Oh my god!
Poplio! It's a
I got.
Japanese Poplio.
Oh my gosh! Thank you, whoever sent me that.
Oh yeah, now you can get a Primarina.
It's a level 1 Poplio.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. And Poplio is actually a decent Pokemon, ironically. I mean, to be fair, all the starters are balanced in one way or another.
Yes.
And I did use a Poplio on my Ultra Moon team. Actually, no, Ultra Sun, yeah.
I used mine in my in Sun.
And of course, I used Litten in Moon.
Whoa! Look at all these psychic types.
Dang. Psychic Throwdown.
And there's a Pikachu. Oh. Whoa! Wait, what? I didn't realize Rolls could fly. Well, then again,
Apparently,
it is supposed to be a psychic type.
it is a mysterious Pokemon.
Whoa! Look at that! It's funny how both Eevee and Pikachu have their actual voices in game, yet
Yeah.
others not as much.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that, but
I guess I guess for market value, I don't know.
I can imagine. Because a lot of the anime voice actors who just do like the Pokemon are very talented in some way for just doing that one or two line thing.
Yeah,
Well, the person who does Pikachu does like multiple lines because Pikachu has like variations of its lines every time it does a move. But the person's probably really rich who voices it.
yep.
And I found out by searching that the person that does Pikachu apparently voices Chopper, the little reindeer from One Piece. This is anime.
Wow.
So yeah. But that is one of my dreams, though. If I ever become a voice actor, I would like to voice a Pokemon. It doesn't have to be a good Pokemon. It just has to be a Pokemon. I'm guessing that's Totodile.
Yes.
Probably one of the. I used to do that voice as a kid a lot when I watched the anime.
Wow. Wowza.
And it doesn't matter if it's good or bad; they'll still eat it.
Confidential. I actually saw animations of that, and it was hilarious. It is pretty funny to pretty much envision that.
Oh
This
yeah.
is like, well, we don't really have to eat it. This is one of those games where it basically teaches you how to cook.
Oh yeah.
Well, then again, just like cooking mama.
I've heard of it, never played it. I
It's an
do have
interest.
I do have the overcooked games, which are basically cooking with Bomberman.
But I'm sorry, what? Okay, that's funny.
Basically, they're like the old Bomberman games in a way.
Ah.
From what I've seen, I haven't touched them because I'm like I'm gonna do playthroughs of the game before I play the actual game or something, which is kind of unfair, but that's just how I am.
So many Diglett.
Yep. I keep every time I think of Diggle, I just keep thinking of that one episode of the anime where it's like Diggly dig, trio, trio, trio.
Yeah, I get what
I
you mean.
I, I ticked my dad off so much when I did that when I was a
Oh.
kid.
Whoa! Frickin' Wooloo!
Oh yeah, those things pop up in almost any part of this game when you don't expect them.
It's comic relief, honestly.
It is, and it's good comic relief.
Yes.
And I absolutely was a fan of Wooloo. I
When
think
you
it was on. I think it was on my list of like the Pokemon I was going to use for the team, but I never went through with it.
when you basically think about it, seems that
I
the
was gonna.
sheep.
Yeah, I originally was gonna call mine Shepherd's Pie, but it doesn't fit.
Uh, oh, got Mimikyu.
Yep.
I actually
Never
have a
bothers me.
plushie of it.
I do too, and it's probably the same exact one you have.
It's small, that's for certain.
I'm also angry at myself that I've seen it many times in the store, but I never bought it. There is actually a Wooloo plush.
I know, I saw a Wooloo plush too, but I never chose to get it.
I also saw a Morpeko. It's hangry form.
I saw one too. It was on a GameStop, and I saw a bunch of Easter form Five Nights at Freddy's plushes.
Because I found an old game place that has like a bunch of plushes. I saw like a King DDD. I saw the Fire Emblem characters. I bought a few of the Koopaling characters from Mario.
Ah,
I think there's two I need, which I think it's Iggy and Larry that I need.
oops. Onward, outwards.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is basically what it sounds like being in the countryside. You hook.
Yep.
I know there's a
There's,
thing you need to do.
yeah, I did it. I got really upset because I kept doing it wrong at one point. And that's one thing I had to look up for a guide of.
This sounds very much like a countryside.
I think that's what it's supposed to be because a lot of farmland.
Yes. Ah, yimps. I spy clothing store.
Yep, clothing.
Oh, never mind. When it comes to these things, you don't even know what you're gonna get. Just in case anybody wants to evolve their Pokemon.
Yep, the stones are easier to find in this game.
Also, that is a Dynamax Toxicity
Hmm.
in the background.
I didn't know that because since it was talking about the darkest day, I thought it'd be like the Eternatus's Eternamax form somehow.
It is really impressive, though.
And I like how just random people can give you the league cards.
Yes. I mean, hey, it's better than pretty much wasting money per se.
Indeed.
Welp. Time to head to take the challenge. Wow.
Hmm.
Funnily enough, he has both a flying type and a fire type.
Oh yeah, he
Also,
well
hello, Colin.
rounded.
Yes.
He did well around his team.
So yeah, he's not that naive. He's not that foolish. So
No,
we'll give him that.
he was a bit of a punching bag, but I will admit he did get lucky with Pinurchin.
Time to head into the gym challenge. Woohoo! I think after this, might actually call it a stream.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, this game is a lot of. This game has a lot to do.
Oh
You have a
yeah, it
lot
does.
to do.
And I
Wow, this is
remember
so
what
big.
I remember my first attempt at this game. I tried to make it like 15-minute video, and I'm like, this wasn't that much for a 15-minute video, and then I made an hour-long video, and so that was some of the most pain I've done to make a video.
It's time to ram up some Wooloo, like Twilight Princess.
I had some trouble with this, ironically, for some reason, despite it being such a simple gimmick, especially with the Yamper.
The Wooloos are on the move.
The Wooloos will have Judgment Day. That's the thing. Everybody keeps the eye on the devilish looking Pokemon. These things are the real evil.
Yes, there's so many of them.
Just the world getting destroyed by a bunch of cute little sheep. No one will
Yes.
expect it.
Well, to be honest, have you seen videos where you see multiple sheep come out of nowhere, like from the mountains and such?
I did. I have.
To think, wow, there's so many of them. I know this is crazy, me using a grass type here.
Hey, I mean,
Well, I can't use Riella because he's being a punk right now.
true.
Incoming Wooloos! There's so many of them.
Oh yeah. Thank goodness no one is in that area.
Yeah, otherwise it's like, ah! Meh. Funnily enough, did you know that both Skiddo and Go-Go are based on bikes?
No.
Well, it's obvious that Skiddo is based on a regular bike, but Go-Go is based on a motorcycle.
Hmm.
I wish they
That's
brought back
actually
those type of
surprising.
features.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
wait, they did so with Ride Pokemon, but still. Meh, 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 meh. Okay, so there are some people that are questioning about the mid stage of Sabo.
Yeah, most of the mid stages of the starters are really questionable because it's like a really tough time going through puberty, and a lot of people have that problem in real life.
Awkward.
Yep. I would say I'm one of the lucky ones, but my moments in my past weren't exactly the greatest either, but mostly my attitude change.
Yeah.
But luckily, as I got older, I learned to okay, I want to say control my anger because there's times where I can be a downright angry person.
Willows. No, 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 no,
Mostly
no.
when mostly when I'm around my sister though.
No, 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 no. You come back here.
Yep, this is exactly the one that gave me the trouble because I didn't expect
Frickin'
Yamper,
Yampers.
but that makes sense because in English they use dogs to herd sheep.
Yes, mainly like
That's the
corgis and
one thing.
such.
That's the one thing I know about English culture compared to American culture.
Yeah.
The
There's
other
also
thing is them drinking tea.
and cakes and such.
Yep. I never knew what a scone was though, and when I heard it in Pokemon.
To be honest, they actually look pretty good.
Oh yeah. There's some tasty food from the other countries.
And yet people make jokes that say that British people have no taste. It's bland and such.
Most people are probably from like America that come over there. They expect
Yes.
everything they expect everything to be from like the French,
Ah.
where everything's rich and tasty.
I never had any French food.
I've had French bread, but I don't think it's French in when it's made in America. I've had French vanilla ice cream, which is also not
Yeah, it's just a type of ice cream.
exactly. And I don't know what the first thing I would do if I went to Paris would be.
No, 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 no. You come back here. Here come the sheep. It worked.
Yep. And the gates just automatically shut on their own.
Yes. Woo! Mission cleared. Mission cleared.
Yep.
Like how you basically, this is how you meet the gym leader more proper.
Oh yeah.
And they have a bit more personality as well, per se.
Yep.
Then again, you have some others, but then again, what do you expect? Some of them actually are in the anime as well.
Yeah. So I believe so far Ryan, Opal, and Bay are the only ones that are in the newer anime. But they technically don't get. Apparently, Ash hasn't got a single gym badge yet. But I think there's an episode coming up where Ash fights Bay for like the third time.
Really? How many times?
Because the first time he got beaten by Blocked. The second time they tied. And the third time it's going to be basically Gigantamax Machamp versus, I
Ah,
think, Lucario.
gotta get props to the music here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm basically just doing this just to heal.
I did that too. I mean, there's time like when I played Shield, I especially when he would use his Dynamax Pokemon or any of the gym leaders would, I basically use my team as bait until the 3 turns were up, and then go to my main Pokemon because I would always get one shot at by Dreadnought.
I don't blame you.
Whereas in Sword, I literally did well enough in the gyms.
Those balls must be very heavy if they're gonna be that big.
Oh yeah.
That's a big.
Mm-hmm. I don't see a lot of the cotton balls as I used to when I was a kid because they used to fly all through the wind.
Come on, get one installed. Yes, yes, that is the name I gave the Magikarp. Don't ask.
Hey, it makes sense. So Gyarados, which I think is based off of Leviathan.
There we go. All right. Let's finish this off. All right, let's finish this off. Funnily enough, the whole entire area basically heals you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so both. Okay, so both abilities basically still work. Okay. All right. All right, almost done. Whoa, boy.
Impressive that you were able to do a decent job with a water type.
You know the ordeal.
But
What a
again,
buzz! Let's go! I won it! That was a close call! That's right.
hey, you can do anything with the starters.
Right. I am the reptile trainer! That was I will admit, quite a tense battle. But then again, I did a stalling for his
Teams.
And there was no way I was going to use Riella in this battle, considering he won't listen. And now up to level 25. Okay, so I'm not gonna use him for a little while until I get the second badge. Oh well, he can just chill in the box while we're at it. Magical leap, which I
You're
don't have
probably not
any
going
grass
to
types.
use them much because you're going to face a bunch of water types.
Yes. Surely I'll be able to get the team member for that. Okay, going up to the next place.
At least you get Applin in the next area.
I basically know it's definitely an interest. I know it's definitely an interesting choice. But which one did you prefer? Did you choose Flapple or its other version?
I had Flapple for sword, and then the other Appleton and shield.
So basically, you prefer. So, which either one did you preferred?
I'm gonna have to say Flapple because I actually used it during the champion fight in sword, where Flapple or Appleton just stayed in my box when I did shield.
Interesting. Well,
And
everyone, that was
yeah.
yeah. Well, that was an interesting stream, I will admit. What did you think?
I had fun. This is the most I've talked in a while.
Well, I know that tomorrow I will be doing another stream. Mainly because, well, it's gotta be my birthday and such, and people are welcome to join in.
Oh yeah.
Well, I thank you for coming on board.
I'm glad to be part of it, and thank you for allowing me to be part of this.
Yes.
Because I'm
Anyone
at
is
the
welcome to show up.
I'm just at the phase right now because I'm wondering what to do for my so-called Halloween video. I don't know if I have to even bother doing one, and I'm about 20 subscribers away from reaching 200, which took forever.
I know the feeling. These sort of things basically take time, and they pay off.
Yes.
I mean, for me, I basically gained a lot because, well, I did certain things that helped me get this much until I realized I know what I basically want to do and different types of content.
Yeah. And
Because
I
that's the
knew if I
point.
started a gaming channel, no one's gonna hardly anybody's gonna watch my gaming channel. So I decided to add it to my channel, and it worked out.
And funnily enough, that the sort of those parody videos too.
Yeah, I'm thinking of doing another like basically a remake of the Knight's Journey of Dreams thing that I,
I'd be more than willing to lend a hand.
especially since I no longer talk to the other two that were part of that, and they were the reason it was so successful.
Yes.
I just did some really weird voices for Wiseman and Riella, and of course Octopaw.
I mean, of course, if you need a knight's voice, I'd be more than happy to.
I mean, to be fair, you're definitely one of the better Knights voices that I've heard. Since I can no longer get the other person, since I don't know where they went off to,
It's fine. These things happen.
and that person never did Knights' voice in the beginning, and it just worked.
ah,
I also need to
well,
learn how to play Knights into Dreams good.
I know what you mean. That's just the thing. These happen.
Exactly.
These just happen. And not much pretty much to do about, but hey, it'll sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends actually.
Oh yeah.
And when it does come what you intended, it'll all be good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Last year, I spent the whole time doing fan dubs, and apparently it worked out because it boosted my subscribers. So
When you know what you want to do, you do it.
yeah,
Though
and
sometimes they can hold you up and such, and yeah,
I just don't want people to think. I just don't want people to assume I'm just turning into a gamer YouTuber.
yeah,
I'm an all around YouTuber. If I feel like gaming, I'll do that. If I feel like dubbing, there we go.
yes, you do what you basically want to do to keep it from being stale,
Exactly.
which pretty much a lot of people just don't really seem to do. It's mostly gaming and such. It's just like,
Oh yeah.
people have seen this before. Why do you even bother?
Mm-hmm. I would
Heck,
like
I
to do
know.
like I would do like to do like some co-op like race type game against someone. That would be interesting to see my skill in, but
Well, oddly enough, I do have All Stars Racing Transform for my 3DS, which I have not played yet.
and I have those on my Xbox.
I will say it's the best of the trio of Sega Racing.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Team Sonic Racer, just no.
I mean, I'll play it eventually, but I'll hold that against you. I mean, it's not. I'm Mario Kart 8's probably better, but we'll see about that.
Yes. But again, that will definitely be fun to do.
It would.
I know for a fact that I am going to be doing a collab reading with another YouTuber.
Hmm.
Basically, it's just a creepy reading. That's all.
It's understandable.
Yes. But for now, I believe this calls for the stream. Well,
Yes,
everyone, I hope you
yes.
all enjoyed this, or at least enjoyed our commentary and such while I played the game as best I could.
Yep. I rambled on a bit longer than I should, but hey,
Nah,
it's all worth it in the end.
it's fine. Besides, Usually when I get a bunch, it turns into like chaos and such, but then again, that's on me because I said I invite others. So yeah,
Oh yeah,
so that's
my
gonna be interesting tomorrow.
my improv and my Skype chat videos were like that, and then I edited them poorly.
It's almost like you're an early version of Snapcube.
I mean, yeah, except people don't take parts of my video and think they're memes.
Yes, if anything, I'm sorry, but there are points with the Snapcube. I'd stay
I
away from,
yeah, I saw
especially
his.
when they
I
especially when they were poking fun of Balin and such, and not the good kind.
I saw their thing of Sonic Adventure 2. I wasn't a fan of it.
Yeah, especially with just a bunch of jokes that, well, some
Yeah,
kind of worked, some didn't. But then again, that's just the type of humor.
I mean, my Sonic Colors improv was just a little weird, but still,
Hey, if it works, it works.
yes.
I really don't know what will happen if they do nights. I really don't.
I probably won't watch it unless someone watches it with me or like
I would do the same.
or do like a review or something.
I will pretty much say is I really don't want them to make Riella say like emo or something or edgy. Gosh, could you imagine them making like a gay stereotype? I really don't want to see that. Because it's
Yeah, it's
obvious
like,
Riella's genderless.
oh yeah,
And also that goes for knights as well. I really don't want them to turn knights into a stereotype either.
I know what you mean.
And also Owl, I will admit, I feel sorry for the poor guy. I don't want him to be
Oh,
cheap. I don't want him to be as that type of joke. I mean, yes, there
hmm
is some sort of humor slightly in Journey and Dreams with him, but other than that, he's not that annoying.
yeah. I mean, I never had like I'm gonna say this now. I never had a problem with say Omochao, which everybody thought was annoying.
He's a robot and such.
Exactly. But yeah.
Well, this is pretty much the end, everyone. This is Dragon Lord 95.
And Shadow Harvester.
We'll see you all later, and happy Octobers, everyone.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yes, see y'all.
Bye.